Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Petey Proudlock, and it's the player ratings from yesterday's 2-1 defeat away to Wolves at Molineux yesterday. What an absolute dreadful performance that was from Newcastle United again. It's just simply bollocks, and something needs to change. Steve Bruce just should be out of this football club. International break has now arrived pretty much. Make that change. Get this manager gone and get someone in who's going to get these players playing a lot more better, because this manager is simply not doing that. His stats prove it, why he's got one of the worst stats in the Premier League history. And I would get someone in better who's going to get this team taken along, even if it's on a short-term basis. If this takeover does get sorted out. Jesus, my word. I mean, Wolves, to be fair, I didn't think were brilliant yesterday. But you look at the goals we conceded. I think you've got to question Caldolo's positioning as well. He's standing more towards the near post. And Chan just thinks, right, okay, he's standing more towards the near post. I'm going to aim for the far post. And that's to make sure that that's going to end up in the back of the net more. And that is exactly what happened. It really, really did. Defence is awful at the moment. We've not kept a clean sheet this season. Midfield was woeful yesterday as well. Absolutely woeful. And up front, there's just simply something lacking in there. When Callum Wilson is out of the side, we really struggle to score goals. We really, really do. And we're relying on ASM all the time at the moment. We can't be doing that. Joe Linton, again, he's older play. I couldn't really fault it again yesterday, but unfortunately, that is what you're going to get with Joe Linton at this moment of time. And it just shows that it really comes back to bite you when you don't go into that transfer market and look for extra quality, because we all know Callum Wilson's not going to stay fit for a full season. It could happen to ASM again very, very soon. And it just also shows what happens when you keep a manager who's just simply out of his depth and he's not good enough and he's simply the worst manager in Premier League history. It really haunts you. And look what's happening. We are really, really getting found out massively this season so far. Certainly not going to be staying up at this rate. No chance. Mike Ashley, make that decision and get rid of this absolute woeful manager. We can understand you wanted to sell this football club, which is okay. You're trying your best to do that. But you now need to make another decision to get this absolute dinosaur out. Or Steve Bruce, just simply walk. Even though you've not said it, but come on, you've got to look at yourself and thinking, what I'm doing is not working. It really, really just isn't working. I've said I'm going to try to fix it the best I can. Yeah, I'm simply not doing that. Just simply, why not walk away then, Steve Bruce? You've done it at other clubs. I mean, come on. This has simply got to be not doing on you any good. The fans are right on your back. So please just do the decent thing. Walk if you're not going to get the sack. I mean, this is it's just absolutely a shambolic. This is one of the worst starts of the season. We are sitting 19th in the league table. 3 draws, 4 defeats in the Premier League so far. This is one of the worst I've seen. And this is why this manager needs to be out of this football club right now. And it also says something as well, which I forgot to mention, that when Jeff Hendricks scores a worldie as well, who had to come on for Joe Willock after picking up an injury, which I didn't get. What I also didn't understand, said that Joe Willock said at first he was okay to play on. Should have just made the decision, and rather Joe Willock says, I'm all right to play for a little bit more, I'd just say, no, we're not taking the risk. Bring him off. Just bring him off. And hopefully he's not going to be out for a very long time as well. But this just shows that we are getting found out massively this season. We really, really are. And look what's happening. We could be on the verge of relegation massively if we do not do something about it massively. Get rid of this manager immediately. If we get this takeover, that would be great. But we don't know when that's going to happen. I mean, is Mike Ashley going to win the arbitration case? We'll wait and see. We shall just wait and see. But anyways, I'm now going to get into my player ratings. So starting off in goal, Caldolo. As I mentioned, his positioning for both Wolves' goals were dreadful. Why are you going more towards the near post? More towards the middle. And that was just, it was simply not good enough. That's not the Caldolo I've been seeing. It really, really hasn't. So Cardolli, I'm going to give him a 4 because his positioning was awful. Didn't have a lot of save to make, but the goals we conceded, his positioning was garbage. So that's why Cardolli's getting a 4. The back 4, right back spot, Javier Manquillo, and it wasn't great. He has been one of our most improved players at this football club, but it wasn't a great performance there, I must say, from Manquillo. It just wasn't. That is the thing. Javier Manquillo, he's going to get a 4 as well. Left back spot, and that was Matt Ritchie. We all know he gives 110%, but his crossing yesterday was dreadful. Majority of the times it couldn't beat the first man when he was trying to get the ball in the box, or it was from a corner. His crossing was woeful yesterday. He needs to work on that, because that was simply awful yesterday. Matt Ritchie is going to have to get a 4 as well. The centre-backs, first of all, Federico Fernandez, and again, it just wasn't good enough. It just was not good enough. And did anyone see it? He was wearing Manquillo's number 19 shirt. Hey, Jesus Christ. My word. What an absolute mockery of a club we are. Federico Fernandez, he's going to get a 4 as well. And alongside him, and that was Kieran Clark, the last of the centre-backs. And again, it's just not good enough. It just really, really isn't. The bloke looks like he's gone backwards since he signed that new contract. What has gone wrong? What has gone wrong? Kieran Clark, he's going to get a 4 as well. Midfielders, first of all, Isaac Hayden. And that was one of his really worst performances I've ever seen in a black and white shirt. It really has. Why did he get switched to centre-backs when we brought Jeff Hendrick on? I mean, come on. Why are we playing him there? Why do we go back to a back 5 as well? It's just... Isaac Hayden, that was one of his worst, so I'm going to have to give him a 1. That is one of the worst performances I've ever seen him play. So that's why Hayden's getting a 1. Next player in the centre midfield roles, and that was Sean Longstaff, and that was poor as well. That's a Sean Longstaff I've seen from what he has been when he's not been up to his best. It just wasn't there yesterday. I thought it could have been there after that game against Watford, but we're seeing that Sean Longstaff of where he's been underperforming again. Sean Longstaff, he's going to get a 4 as well. And the next player in the midfield roles, and that was Joe Willock, and he should have been taken off straight away. He really, really should have been, because you know what happened. He went down again, and he then had to be substituted. Should have been off immediately. But again, it just wasn't great, was it? It just wasn't great as well. I mean, his confidence is really low, Joe Willock. It really, really is. So it's a 4 for Joe Willock as well. And now the attacking 3 up front. So first of all, I'm going to go with Miggy, and again, I just didn't think it was good as well. It just wasn't. You could tell it was just awful yesterday. It really, really was. So Miggy, it's a 4 as well, I must say. Next player, I'm going to go with ASM, and he was our bright spot yesterday from ASM. He should have scored that chance in the second half, and that could have maybe put us 2-1 up. Can't be missing chances like that. Really, really can't. ASM, he was our bright spot, so I'm going to give him a 6. But he should have took that chance in the second half. He really, really should have. And the last player in the attacking, and that was Joe Linton. And again, the holder player, I couldn't fault it him again. You could tell he was really taking on some of the Wolves players, but unfortunately, that is what you're getting with Joe Linton, unfortunately. So, there you are. That is what you're unfortunately getting with Joe Linton at this moment of time. So, holder play was really good, but again, it was just nothing from him. No chances from him, really. That was the thing. So, it's going to be a 5 for Joe Linton. Substitutes, first of all, I'm going to go with Jeff Hendrick. Now, his goal was really, really good that he took, and he wasn't too bad throughout the game. Considering that saying something, because the other players who simply did not perform yesterday as well, it's just, oh my word. So Jeff Hendrick scored a worldie. Not bad, so it's going to be a 5 for Jeff Hendrick. Next substitution, and that was Jacob Murphy, and he did look alright when he come on. You can tell he was bombing down that flank, trying to get crosses in, and also taking on some of the Wolves players as well, and he did have pace when he come on, I must see Jacob Murphy. Definitely. So Jacob Murphy's going to get a 5 as well. In the last substitution in that was Dwight Gale, and he only came on with just over 10 minutes, so I'm not going to mark him. But now I'm going to have to mark that absolute buffoon of a manager we still have, Steve Bruce. Formation, just, again, 4-3-3, okay, fair enough. But if you're simply not getting this team to perform, and the post-match comments, I mean, fuck off, man. Jesus Christ. And that is why you need to be out of this football club. You really, really need to be. Mike Ashley, pull the trigger. Or Steve Bruce, just leave, pack your bags, and just go. Just get out of this football club. We've had enough. The fans are making the voice really clear. And look what's happening. You are taking us down at this moment of time. Steve Bruce, you get a 1. So that is my player ratings from yesterday. Let me know it's down as always in the comment section. Do you agree with what I've gone with? If you were to change, let me know as always, and why. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Toon Review YouTube channel. You know what will be there. It will be the 4 horsemen of the Toon. So we'll have a nice laugh, and we will be talking about the game yesterday as well. But Monday night, 8 o'clock, Toon Review YouTube channel for the 4 horsemen. A show you simply do not want to miss him at this moment of time, which hopefully will give you a bit of a laugh and also cheer you up after that absolute garbage performance yesterday by Newcastle United. Thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like. Please drop your comments in as always. Of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit that subscribe button. I shall catch you all later. Take care. International break is pretty much here. Get Steve Bruce out.